Welcome back to the Lifted Lifestyle Podcast, because HL is not doing the intro this week.
What episode are we on? Sure.
We are into episode number, I'm going to say, 73.
Close, 72.
72. Okay, we're episode number 72.
It's a lot of bloody episodes, that, mate.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I was...
I'm proud of us, man. I'm proud of us.
It's not that hard, though, is it?
No, it's really not that hard. But, a little bit of a thing I want to say this week. Can people please start subscribing?
I was just about to get onto that.
Yeah, I was just looking, and the subscribers are still pretty low for 72 episodes. Maybe we were just fucking boring. But I'd like to think, like, if I wasn't one of us two, I'd probably watch this pod.
Yeah, I'd subscribe.
Yeah.
In fafact, I do listen to most of them myself. Hey, that's great thought process, Harry.
But yeah, please, can you all, if you're watching, just subscribe.
Hit the subscribe. I was listening to another pod, and they found like their percentage of watchers that were subscribers or something.
I saw
I don't know.
Myron Max
Yeah.
saying set whatever percent, it was like really, really high, were not subscribed.
How do you even find that data?
Their pod has been popping.
But
I guess they've got a lot of pull for guests. They know a lot of people from training at Rotherham, and
so this is watch time from subscribers versus non-subscribers. Non-subscribers is 80% of the watch time. So
and that is annoying.
Yeah, I presume that means 80% of you aren't subscribed. That
yeah,
freaking should be.
So please subscribe.
Really,
if you want to see our face more, you can even subscribe to our personal channels as well.
Yeah, if you've listened to more than one pod, probably should be subscribed.
Yeah, like if you are actively looking for the pod to watch it,
yeah,
or you're clicking on the links, whatever, like literally just subscribe.
Hit the sub. What did we say? We want to get to like 200 or something.
200 by the end of the year, I thought was a very, very realistic goal. If anything, undershooting. But now I'm starting to panic a bit.
It has been growing. We do grow.
We have been growing.
Yeah. It's just
how many subscribers have we gained in the last 30 days? I don't know if I want to know
I'm
this.
not sure where that data is, but probably somewhere like 10. 5, 10.
It's not awful. It could be better, though.
Yeah. So hit the subscribe button.
That's actually not bad. In 30 days, you're doing what? Probably 3-4 pods.
A lot of people I speak to, they're like, yeah, I just watch the clips.
Yeah, I feel like we the best parts of the pod are clips anyway.
But
maybe we need to stop doing the clips.
Yeah, just sack it off.
Yeah, people actually have to come and watch the pod.
Just do a post. Pod is out.
You've got to remember as well, I think a lot of people probably do actually just listen to it.
Yes.
Not on YouTube.
There is the Spotify data as well that is actually pretty decent.
Like Josh Blue, like he does listen to the pod.
Yeah.
He just doesn't watch the pod. He says he listens to it in the car on the way to the gym.
I looked at this the other day. The majority of listeners on Spotify are regular listeners.
That's good.
So if you're on Spotify right now, legend, mate.
Yeah,
probably a legend.
It's kind of weird. I couldn't imagine just listening to the pod though.
No.
I always think of it as it's a video. I think you get more from the video guys. So
maybe.
Go and do both.
We're not very good, to be fair, if we're like actually speaking about a topic and we're referencing stuff.
Yeah.
We're not very good.
Yeah, you kind of need to watch.
Yeah.
You kind of need to watch to understand.
Sometimes you do.
Yeah, I completely forget it's a podcast. People are probably just listening to it, not watching.
Yeah. So yeah, get subscribed. But on today's pod, we've got a few bits to talk about, really.
Yeah.
Why you shouldn't be a BB.
Yeah, don't be a BB.
Why you shouldn't prep. We'll get into that in a second.
Yeah.
But speaking of which,
general chit chat first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go first this time because I always go first, so you can go first.
I feel like I've been in good spirits recently, actually.
Yeah, same.
Bit of sun's coming out.
Yeah.
Starting to get the colour come back outside, which is actually kind of ideal.
The nice bluey skies.
And update in terms of gym stuff. Got a new low this week of 99.6, was it? Something like that.
Something along those lines.
Sub 100, which is an interesting milestone to break. After such a long time trying to get above 100 when I was in that first gaining phase.
Yeah.
It still feels weird
being below,
crossing below 100.
Yeah.
Because it was such a big milestone when I initially got there. But when I initially got there, I was also fat, so
it's a dub. You take the dub.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a dub. But that basically puts me halfway through this dieting phase in terms of like body weight loss.
Yeah.
But probably less than, still not quite halfway in terms of total time, because likely things will slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
But 7.5 kilos down basically.
Which is pretty good going.
In about a month, maybe a little bit less than a month.
Very good going.
Yeah, so happy days.
How do you yeah, I thought you looked leaner yesterday. How do you, in terms of the weight you think you're going to have to lose, do you still feel like that's going to be a similar thing, or are you just like not really focusing on it and just...
Yeah,
it's tough, isn't
it? I'd say the other day when I trained on Saturday, I was like, could I really pull off 9 more kilos? And then I saw Bro, and I was like, yeah, I definitely
could.
yeah.
It is weird, isn't it? Like, yeah, it is a strange one.
Leanness is such a comparative thing.
Yeah.
Like when I saw myself, I was like, pretty all right, yeah. A couple of veins going around, that kind of thing. And Bro came into the posing room. I was like, all right, I'm fat.
I'm Veiny McGee, man. Veiny McGee.
That obviously is another level of condition that like I won't be getting to realistically. I could do, but I probably.
I think you will.
What? I don't think I will at 90 kilos. Though.
Not at 90, yeah, but I think you're going to get to 90, and you'll think, I think I should just push it.
It's all based on the time, really, isn't it?
I think if I was you, I'd want to push it, because then it's so much easier then to get into nick the following years.
Yeah.
And still grow at the same rate, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like if the next gaining phase isn't all the way to...
Yeah, it might only be to 100.
Yeah.
But you're going to still have more muscle, and you're just going to be in better nick.
Yeah,
I think from my perspective looking in is you might as well like really try and push it.
Yeah.
Because then you never, like me, I can't remember the last time I was actually like, okay, I'm actually pretty fat.
Yeah, it's interesting for you because obviously you've been through a prep before, you've been this lean before, and this time at least from what I can see, you like feel way better.
Yeah, 100%.
But obviously first one, you were like pretty cooked.
Yeah, cooked, very cooked.
So is that a first time experience kind of thing? I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
I could see. But I think realistically it's based on time. Like we've got March through to April, middle of May, middle of June, so 3 months, sorry.
Which is, when you think about it, it's a very long time.
Quite a long time.
And you're already 7 kilos. You're already projected like half of what you think.
Yeah.
So you're aiming for what, 90?
Roughly, yeah. Which would definitely have me leaner than previously.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
I think it's a...
I think you just got to assess when you get there.
Yeah.
And see how you feel.
Yeah.
Well, right now, it's not like you... I mean, it'd be worrying if you were struggling, but you're not struggling, is it?
I'm like really fine.
Yeah, so there you go. I think
yeah,
you've still got a lot of tools and...
Yeah, it'll be a case of getting there and seeing.
Yeah.
And there is more of a balance if you're not competing of like pushing it too far.
Yeah.
To the point where you're like battering yourself for the next
insert
amount of months.
Yeah.
If you get lean enough, there's always a long road of recovery.
Yeah.
If you're fully peeled.
I would just really like to see what you look like at like 85.
It would
I know that sounds pretty mental, but I would like to see if it makes a difference in terms of like you actually look better for it.
Yeah.
Realistically, what's the worst that can happen? You've got 3 months, right? You can easily get down to 85 in that time frame. You get down to that weight, or whatever weight it is, and then you're like, actually, I preferred how I looked at higher 80s or 90.
Still got
you can
some
just
time
push back up in time for like summer. So I just don't think there'd be any harm in trying.
Yeah.
As long as you're not like losing muscle, which you're not gonna.
Yeah. The only thing I've noticed so far is like I feel like my chest looks a bit less full, but it's kind of expected.
Yeah. well, your food's low, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to be like fucking looking jacked. Like, it is what it is. You're
So,
probably still in that little bit of an awkward phase
Yeah.
where you are leaner, but you're not like lean.
Yeah.
So
It's
you're
not the
flat.
point where it really shows
You're flat and you're not like lean.
through. Yeah.
You end up looking a little bit worse.
Yeah.
On some days, anyway.
Let's see. Let's get through the next 8 weeks maybe, and then I think I'll be able to make a better decision.
Yeah, I think when you're like sort of low 90s,
Yeah.
you'll have a better picture of where.
I also know how much better I look after food. Like,
yeah,
I think it makes a really big difference for me.
The thing is, right, so 12 weeks would take you to what, mid-June? Let's say you lost another 8 kilos. What would that put you at? That'd be sub 90.
Well, 91.
91. Oh. Okay, let's say you lost another 11, 12 kilos.
I probably will.
Yeah. You've still got from mid-June to then like mid-July.
Yeah. If we're realistically going away around then, aren't we?
Yeah. It's not going to be before that.
Yeah. Not that that's the be-all and end-all, but it would be nice to
it is.
not be dieting in the like week or two before.
Yeah, you don't really want to be doing that, do you?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to see what the crack is and actually get like lean and not just dip my toe into lean.
Yeah, full send. Are you still going to do the photo shoot?
I think so. We kind of need to get it organised.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, we've not really spoke about it.
But like, I might as well.
Might as well do it. Yeah.
I don't really know.
Even if it's just in here, you just ask Chris and
just
get some decent photos.
Just mog at the camera.
Yeah, the visual listeners won't. Visual listeners, what the hell?
Yeah.
The non-visual listeners.
Audio people need some like descriptive. I was pulling a face with my cheeks sucked in.
Yeah, I was mewing.
So yeah, I think I will do that. I think it's a nice sort of milestone to tick off and hopefully get some cool photos as well.
Yeah.
So
pretty freaking sick.
Yeah. What about you then? What's been cooking?
I feel bloody brilliant.
Yeah.
It's really strong. I was saying to HL yesterday, I feel probably the best I've felt in ages.
Yeah.
Which is it's a very odd feeling because I feel like I'm meant to feel terrible.
Yeah.
And I don't. So, yeah, a little bit strange. So last week on the pod, I was 65.2 kilos that morning. By Sunday morning, I was 63.9. And obviously, when you're pretty lean already...
That's a big old drop.
That's a very big drop. And I pretty much had it from... It was basically Thursday morning through till... No, Friday morning through till Sunday morning. Some decent droppages. And I trained on Saturday, did push and arms. And it was probably the first session where I still felt good in myself. Still felt like motivated. I still wanted to train. Still felt like high energy. But I was training and I was like literally just dying out.
Yeah.
Like my numbers wise, it was still fine. I wasn't regressing, but I felt like there was more there.
Yeah.
I was just lacking a bit of like oomph. And I looked at myself afterwards. I looked a bit small. Like I looked better from the front on the Friday session, and I trained back.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit like, right, that's a little bit concerning. So I did a high day on Sunday.
Same actually.
Yeah, but I had an unconventional high day.
Unreal. Chicken gyros.
Yeah, that sounds unreal.
It was banging. Anyway, go
Sounds good. High day on Sunday. Body weight went up from 63.9 to 64.4. So a decent jump, as expected. High day yesterday with a training day. And body weight dropped 0.1 this morning.
Really?
So, yeah.
That was more carb than the day before.
Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. But I was thinking, all right, could I get away with another high day? But based off how I looked yesterday, and just again how I feel, probably not needed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm cooking.
You are cooking.
64.3 this morning. Plan now is probably just do the same thing again. Back to baseline today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Probably should hit a new low. And then rinse and repeat process. High day, most likely Sunday, most likely Monday.
Yesterday.
Go from there.
Looked pretty wicked.
Yeah. I actually was... I know people say it's a lot, but there isn't many times where I look at myself and I think like I look sick.
Yeah.
Like obviously I'm like, yeah, I look better than the average person, like fairs.
High expectations.
Yeah. But I looked at myself yesterday and I was like actually gassed.
Yeah.
Which was a nice feeling.
I think that comes from like, you can expect to look really good because you've been training for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Really consistently, at least 5 years. You've been really dialed with your nutrition for at least 5 years. So it's like that expectation of what that comes with.
Yeah.
Naturally ends up being higher and higher.
To be there. Yeah, I was speaking to Josh after I'd looked at the photos. I just like we walked past each other and I was just chatting to him for a few minutes. And he was like, "Oh yeah, you look sick." And I was like, "I've just taken some photos and I'm well happy." And he was like, "You know what? It's so nice to actually hear someone say that."
Yeah.
He's like, all you hear now is like people being like, "Oh, I'm flat." Like, obviously, I've just said I was flat. I'm flat. I look terrible, and it's like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
Like, you can say you look good.
It's pretty rare that you actually look horrendous.
Yeah.
Like, has there actually ever been a time where you thought,
"Oh my
that's
god,
really bad"?
Yeah. No, it's just obviously like relative to what stage you're in or what phase you're in. So yeah, I actually was like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Really happy, which is a nice feeling.
Yeah.
But yeah, feel great. I think if you've been a pod listener for a while, you'll have seen me at the end of the prep last time.
Yeah.
And I was like...
The pods were tough, to be honest.
Yeah, they were.
It was tough to get through.
Just trying to get anything out of me.
How's this week gone? Yeah.
Yeah, fucking all
right.
Yeah, decent. Couldn't go to bed now. So yeah, I feel really
Can we
good.
wrap this up?
But again, I've got to think about the time frame. I'm still going to be in prep for another over 3 months.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about
yesterday.
The other day, wasn't it? Like, is there a point if you're this lean for that long that it does?
It's going to start having detrimental effect. Yeah. So how long is that until the end of June? Like 13, 14 weeks. Go back to other preps when I was 13, 14 weeks out. I probably still felt like this.
Yeah.
It's just the fact I've got more shows this time.
Yeah.
Over a longer period of time.
I personally think you'll be all right because, I mean, I would say I don't know the full details of what you've been doing, but I think your like nutritional structure and everything like that is significantly better than it was in your first prep.
Yeah, 100%.
We sort of spoke about that before you actually went into prep, didn't we? Like,
needs to be important.
Manage certain things a little bit better.
Yeah, we spoke about it on the pod, I think.
And I mean, from what I've seen you scranting, it looks like you're doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, just actually being a bit more thoughtful with it.
Yeah.
Making sure I'm actually thinking about my health.
Yeah, because what's going to make you feel like death? Your fat's been really low for a long time.
Yeah.
Obviously, getting very lean at some point is going to do that as well, but if you can manage that better, you're going to feel better.
100%. And it's not. I don't think I'm going to go through the whole prep and I'm going to be like this the whole time. Probably not going to happen. Like, realistically, when you are peeled, you're going to feel something. And you're probably not going to feel great. But I think there's ways of managing it.
Yeah.
And I also think just experience now. Like, I know it's going to happen.
What's your thoughts on the whole, don't be your best for your first show, or be your best for the most important shows and that sort of thing? Do you think that you're actually going to see much difference show to show, or
no? So I think people sort of overanalyze this or overhype it. Do you know what I mean? They're like, oh yeah, I'm like 80%, whatever. Like, yeah, I might get better, but to like the naked eye, probably not going to be much difference.
Yeah.
So we'll see. My worry is, right, I'm going to look best for my first show.
Yeah.
Which isn't that important to me. That's my only worry, is that might happen. But again, we're just going to have to...
Yeah.
Just going to have to see. Hopefully with this process of like high days every week, should have a difference. But again, is it going to be like a night and day difference?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's an interesting balance that you've got, because your shows are like a month apart.
Yes, like they're not close. Yeah.
So like you do almost have time to have your food a bit higher. Yeah. Almost have a week where you're eating a lot more.
Yeah, it's weird because obviously all the other preps I've gone throughout them, I've probably had maybe 1 or 2 high days within the preps, and they've been like 16 weeks long.
Yeah.
this prep already, I've had 10 days diet break.
Yeah.
Another 2 last week, probably another 2 this week. So I'm already had a lot more food, and I've had like peak weeks previously.
Yeah.
And they've just not gone well at all.
Yeah.
I'll be the first to say that. Like, they've just really not done what they're meant to do.
Made you more stressed out.
Yeah. So this time I don't really want to be going into a peak week.
Yeah.
It's almost like a peak month.
Yeah.
So after that first show, the plan of action was to do like another 2 weeks of fat loss, but I don't think it will be happening.
I mean, it's not my place to say.
But where's that
I
going
can't see it.
Yeah, where's it going to come from?
Yeah.
I think me and Ryan obviously think the same thing. Like where's it going to come from?
Yeah.
Without making my physique look worse. So so I've got a show in 6 weeks. Was going to do 2 more weeks of fat loss after that.
Yeah.
And then start the peak for the main shows.
Yeah.
But
even if you're losing on average across the next 6 weeks, like 0.2 of a kilo.
Yeah, I'm going to be peeled.
Like 1.2 kilos down from here.
Yeah. Before last week, the goal was like 0.5 of a week.
Yeah.
0.5 per week, sorry. But now I think that's going to change again.
Yeah.
Like, there's literally no need for me to do that.
Yeah.
It's really pretty mental when you think about it. Like, I was, my last time I competed on stage, I was like 59 point something.
I think the comparisons are very hard because obviously last time at 10 weeks out, you were having like 50 Summersbys.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Yeah, and that did ruin me.
It's very hard to say like, oh, okay, I've gained X kilos of muscle because
I don't think that's the case.
It's really hard to make that calculation because you might have actually just been in like a pretty stinking spot.
Yeah, I think, like, when I say that to people, they're like, what were you last time you competed? I was like, around like 59 to 60 kilos. And like, what are you now? I'm like, 64. And they're like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I make sure I say, like, I don't think that's all muscle.
Yeah, without a doubt, there's going to be like
it's going to be some, yeah. But I think just the way the preps went.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the spot that you started in.
Yeah, and just how much better it's flowed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll just be interested to see what my actual stage weight is and actually compare.
Yeah, but to be able to apply that to other people, like that's all been learnt from understanding where you're trying to get to, what that date is, and then actually planning a year around it. We talk about phasing all the time.
Yeah.
You probably get bored of it, but like it's so important to just have a look at your year. When are you going away? What stuff you got going on, and then map out the year around that, rather than letting the physique development dictate your life.
Yeah.
What you've got going on in your life should help to organise what's going on with your physique development, so that you can time stuff properly and not be essentially disappointed
when you come
as
to
you
the
go
end.
through.
Yeah.
Because then you have an unrealistic expectation of what's going to be happening week on week and what you'll look like at a certain amount of time.
Yeah, 100%.
So you've got to plan it out. But on this topic of BB, should you be a bodybuilder? Should you step on stage? Should you jump into the competitive nature of this side of things?
On that note, I'm going to go for a wee.
Yeah, go for it.
Now you've introed, sorry. Right, let's go. So should you be a freaking BB?
Yeah, it's basically a question of is it the right thing to do for you?
Yeah.
And I think in today's day and age, it can be very easy to see what other people are doing, get influenced by that, and then
jump on a bandwagon.
Yeah, jump on the bandwagon. It's almost like I see it a lot, and for some people it's probably true. For a lot of people, it's not. You know, this is my absolute passion, man.
Yeah.
Is it?
Probably not.
Is it really? I think for a lot of people it is, and they absolutely love it. But I imagine it's a what's the saying? A bit of a goblet of fire. Is that the saying?
Probably.
Where it's like people think it's the right thing, and they jump into a prep, jump into a show, and then they ruin themselves for the
years.
Next 12 months. They have terrible body image. They eating side turns into some sort of ED.
Yeah, it's
because they were not in the right spot to be going into that.
Yeah, it is. It is actually a really tough question to answer.
Yeah.
If I like relate it to me, I think at first, for me, I was obviously, when I had first had the thought, I was very young,
Yeah.
like 19, 18, and I remember being like, right, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. But I think at that point, it was because I was like so submerged in it all,
Yeah, it's like it feels like that's just the trajectory.
the natural path that you go on.
Yeah.
Luckily, I actually didn't do it when I
Yes.
was
Yeah.
going to do it. I pulled out and I was like, nah, I don't want to do it. And I don't know why I did that. I think it was more a case of just like, oh, I actually just don't want to step on a stage in front of loads of people. Like, actually just being nervous to do that, which I think has probably turned out to be a very good thing. Because I think if I'd done it at that age, I could have very quickly, like, spiraled.
Yeah.
So instead, I actually just detached from it, like, completely.
Yeah.
Like, stopped wanting to be a bodybuilder and just started actually focusing on growing a physique that's decent. I think the natural progression from that has just been competing. But again, like, is it my the whole lifestyle, like you were saying? Not at all.
Yeah. I think there is always for anyone that's looking to get into it, I imagine there's always like a bite in the bullet moment where you do have to commit with a little bit of unknown.
Yeah.
But I also think there's a lot of, if I was recommending someone that was asking me, I would be going through quite a lot of boxes that I would feel like they need to tick before 100%. Going into it.
Yeah.
And for you, without really trying to tick those boxes, it kind of just came naturally.
Yeah.
And I think that comes down to like just really loving the process.
Yeah, 100%.
Because as soon as you get fixated on the outcome throughout the whole of your process, you just don't enjoy it at all.
Not at all.
But for you, it's always been like, you go to the gym, you train because you're really enjoying that process, and that results in you doing well at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And sure, 5-6 weeks out, you're like, right, I want to win this. I want to.
Yeah. But it's not. It literally isn't my be all and end all.
Yeah. So what would you be? What do you think's essential for people to have in place before they actually go onto a bodybuilding prep?
So, I think the first two that are obviously very obvious is you need to be pretty skilled with your training, pretty high level, and you've actually been consistent for a long period of time. Talking like a good few years.
Yeah.
Exactly the same thing with your nutrition. But I think as soon as people get those two things locked in, they're like, oh, sound, I can do it.
Yeah.
But like, you have to think about like way more things, like your actual. I think the most important thing is your circle around you. Because like, at the end of the day, right, if you've got no friends that are into the gym, into bodybuilding, physique development, it's going to be really hard.
It's going to feel very lonely.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, if we didn't train together throughout those first few years, and throughout the preps and stuff, I'd have felt like shit.
Yeah.
I feel like you're just on your own.
The other thing to preface before this is presuming that you actually want to get into stage condition, and you actually, like, I could, if I wanted to, I could go on stage in a week.
Yeah.
I'd do terribly and I'd lose, but like you can't. It's kind of like you could go play a rugby game if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'd be shit.
You'd be terrible. You'd probably get injured, but like you could.
You could do it. Yeah.
This is like if you're actually wanting to get lean and very lean and try to do well, I think.
Yeah.
But at the same time, unless you just really want to do it, I'm not 100% sure why you'd want to if you weren't going to actually try and get.
Yeah, this is what we were speaking about, wasn't it, the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think now it's just like a Instagram popularity sort of contest.
Yeah.
Of course, right, it is good for engagement and whatever, but people don't understand that when people are that lean where their engagement's really good, things like that, it looks sick on social media.
Yeah.
But if you actually look at their like personal life and how they feel, they probably feel terrible.
Yeah.
So you need to actually understand it isn't just a case of dieting down and getting leaner. You've got a lot of things to be able to manage.
Yeah.
Like my first prep, my like emotions were just all over the place.
Yeah.
Like one day I'd feel really good, the next day I'd feel absolutely terrible. I remember walking with my mum doing some steps, walking the dog or something. And I like couldn't feel my legs.
Yeah. I remember you telling me
Yeah, and I was just like, I hate this.
that. Yeah.
I could not wait for it to end.
Yeah.
So you have to understand that it looks sick on like social media and stuff, but how you actually feel is completely the opposite of that.
Yeah.
You don't feel sick. You feel pretty shit.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to explain it.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I think you just need to you need to have more of an understanding that it's not just dieting.
It's not all sunshine and rainbows.
No, it's not.
Just as it would be in any high level sport, like you have to try really, really hard and do. There's a lot of hours that go into it.
Yeah.
If you look at professional football or professional rugby, they're probably training some sort of something to do with that 6 to 7 days a week.
Yeah, every day there'll be something.
And the nutrition has to be on point. They're talking to loads of different people that are giving them advice and pointing them in the right direction. Like it's a lot of effort, and it's the exact same with this.
I think bodybuilding is even more.
Yeah, because it's all
it is
time.
constant.
Yeah,
like there is something at every part of the day that you need to get done.
Yeah,
like whether training, great. Like sick, you can train really well. That doesn't really mean much.
Yeah,
nutrition, you got to be on it all the time. Steps, cardio, sleep's got to be good.
Yeah, the expectations of your actions literally go to 100% as soon as you start.
Everything has to be perfect.
Yeah.
So if you're someone who's like, oh, I'm pretty good at training, like I track my nutrition, that doesn't mean that you're just ready to compete.
Yeah. So you've got the training needs to be really good.
Yeah.
I'd also add that if you want to do decent, you should probably have years and years of training behind you. Or you're just a bit of a freak, but that's very, very rare.
Yeah.
You need a good people around you that's not going to make you feel like it's such a lonely process.
Yeah.
Nutrition wise, I think you either need to have, again, years of experience of understanding nutrition, tracking your nutrition, and also evidence of previous diets that you're able to
actually
do
go
well
through it. Yeah.
There's the worst thing would be to go into a bodybuilding prep, you've got a date of a show, and then you're not able to stay on plan.
Yeah, like you're not going to get anywhere.
No.
Simple as that. And that, I also think that doesn't mean you can just adhere through a diet. You need to be able to adhere year round.
Yeah.
Because like adherence in a diet is so much easier than it is in a gaining phase.
Even for my position, I would say it would be naive for me to decide on prepping now, because I've never been close to lean enough.
Yeah.
I think that would be naive, especially without outside help.
Yeah.
I think that would be pretty naive to jump into something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, what else? I'm trying to think of all the things that, like, I think another big one is, like, relationships. Like, if you're thinking about prepping, and you've just got into a relationship, we're talking anything under a year.
Yeah.
Like, probably a very bad recipe.
Yeah, it's not very easy, I imagine, to... realistically, when you're peeled and when you're low energy, you don't want to speak to anyone, really.
No, like, that's just facts. Like, it doesn't matter how much you like this person.
Yeah, so it can come across...
Yeah, and it can... I reckon there's been so many relationships ruined from bodybuilding preps. So make sure you're actually being with the person a while.
Yeah.
And also, they probably need to have some sort of understanding as well.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, they haven't got to be like a bodybuilding coach, but like, they just need to understand what the process entails, what you've got to do to get to where you want to be.
Yeah.
Stage condition, and the effects that that's going to have on certain things.
Yeah.
Like mood, things like that.
Yeah. I would add that it's pretty essential to either have a really, really strong understanding of everything to do with physique development, or have a actually very, very good coach.
Yeah.
And I'm talking like top 1% of coaches. That's not necessarily their influence that they have at the minute, but in terms of the quality of coaching, I think it's like so important.
Yeah.
Because I mean, no disrespect, the vast majority of coaches aren't that good.
No, well, look at it right in the shows that go on in the year, especially in the natural realm. How often is it that a client wins who's not a coach of a specific group of coaches?
Yeah.
It's very rare.
Yeah.
You look at the people who come in like second call out who are out of shape. You go on their Instagram, who's their coach? You got no idea.
Yeah. But like generally, there's a severe misunderstanding of like human physiology.
Yeah.
that still seeps its way into reasonably high level bodybuilding.
Yeah, which is worrying.
Which just ends very badly.
Yeah, and it's not even just the actual prep itself. It's after you've competed.
Yeah.
Like, you put, again, a lot of coaches, like, they're thinking, oh, I need to put all my effort into this guy because he might do well competing. It might get me more clients. As soon as that's gone,
yeah,
they could just be like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not going to put any effort into this guy now.
Yeah.
And that stage after competing is probably, arguably, more important than the prep itself.
Yeah.
So actually just have someone that's got a decent amount of experience.
Yeah. I'd also say you need a ability to completely detach from like emotions around nutrition.
Yeah.
Emotions around training, almost emotions about like how you physically look.
Yeah.
Because if there is a lot of that, again, it can just lead you down a pretty
stressed,
negative
awful
path.
Yeah. Which sounds crazy, doesn't it? Because the whole point is how you look.
Yeah.
And if you're focusing on it so much every day,
yeah,
it's gonna ruin you. It's happened to me.
Yeah. If you weren't like this prep, you've been pretty nonchalant.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that, I think it was very easy, especially if you didn't have someone in your corner that was keeping your head on.
Yeah.
To just completely spiral, start binging, all of this stuff.
Yeah.
It's obviously like very negative.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it is important to not really hyper focus into it.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, you think about our week to week, day to day. How often do we really talk about it?
Not really.
Like, never. Maybe a little bit more over the past week.
Yeah.
Because there's just been more things happening.
Yeah, but again, I think that's just like leaning into the experience. Like, if you hadn't been prepping your meals and all that sort of stuff for the last couple of years, you would be thinking, right, let me measure this perfectly, like every day, like stressing about what food you're going to make and all that. But now it's just like, right, these are when I cook meals.
This is what I eat, the times I eat.
Yeah.
You just do it.
Yeah.
Again, I think the whole trying to not put pressure on the actual result as well is so important.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if Lawrence watches the podcast, but I'm going to mention Lawrence. And this isn't me trying to like dig him out, because obviously he's a friend, but I think he would also agree with when we both did our first preps.
Yeah.
It was something that Lawrence had been like probably very hyper fixated on for not just the prep, but years in advance.
Yeah.
It was like, right, I want this, I want to do this, I want to win this. And I think he would agree to the fact where that probably ruined the whole process for him. And he didn't get the result he wanted, unfortunately. And it probably did cause a little bit of a spiral afterwards.
Yeah.
Whereas you flip side that to me, it wasn't like the year before I was like, right, I'm going to do that show. It was like 3 months before.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just going to do it, see what happens. I didn't care.
To sort of relate it to sport, if you've been training for a football game or a rugby game, whatever it might be, within that training block, you're going to be motivated. You're going to be thinking about, right, I really want to win. You get into the actual game and you just play and it's flow state.
Yeah.
The difference within bodybuilding is that has to last 16 weeks.
Yeah.
Your game is 16 weeks.
It's not just turning up for 90 minutes, doing the job,
so, like,
going home chilling.
I think being in the mindset of, you know, if you're playing rugby and you're like, I need to win, I need to do this, stressing out on the pitch, like, it just all goes to shit.
Yeah.
So you have to just be trusting what you've done in the past. And that training, relating it to bodybuilding, is the years of resistance training in the gym. It's the years of tracking your nutrition, all of that.
Yeah.
That is the foundations of the prep. The prep has got to be flow state.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It has to be, you just flicking a switch.
Yeah.
Like, you just, right, prep starts, you go.
So I guess the overarching message that I wanted to put out from this is not be naive into thinking that you've done a little diet, you've lost 5 or 10 kilos, and therefore you're ready to go into a bodybuilding show.
I think as well, it's okay to not want to compete even if you've been training a few years and you look good. You don't have to then go and compete.
Yeah.
Like, I think people think now if you have a good physique, again, I think for most people this is outside people talking into them, and if you've got a really good physique now, it's like, why are you not competing?
Yeah.
Maybe you just don't want to. And that actually is fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the last point I'd say is, just as you'd see with good coaches, if someone comes to them and they're saying, I want to go on gear, said good coach has a responsibility to say, okay, this is what it can get you, but these are the potential side effects. The same thing, the same approach should be taken for someone that's considering going into a first prep.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is what you'll have to do. These are all the potential side effects that you'll get from getting that lean. Especially for the females out there. Like,
yeah, it's even worse for females.
Like, unless you are, again, a bit of a genetic freak, you're probably going to be in a pretty bad spot for like 6 to 12 months after you finish the prep.
So you can't just want to do it for stepping on stage.
Yeah.
It's got to be something that you're willing to actually commit to for
honestly, most female cycles and all that sort of stuff will disappear sub like 20% body fat.
Yeah.
15% some girls.
Yeah. So you've got to be all right with that.
Yeah. And it's peak, but that's just part of the whole sport. Just make sure you got an understanding of what actually is, what it's all about.
What it entails.
What's going to come with it. And if you've got all of that in place, you'll enjoy it, you'll go through it, get a really good result, and happy days. And you're cooking.
So it is like, it's a simple answer, isn't it? But people don't actually think.
Yeah.
Like, it's really weird. They just don't think. They just think, I've trained for a year. Fuck it, I'm going to compete.
Yeah.
It's like when I had the consultation with that guy. I won't mention his name, but he was saying he wanted to compete that year. And straight away I said, like, I'm going to be honest with you here. You might not like the sound of this, but it's not going to be happening. Not with me coaching you anyway.
Yeah.
So you got a choice. We can either end this call here, you can go somewhere else, or you can listen to what
you'd recommend.
What I'd recommend. And luckily he did. So
yeah.
But then he didn't end up signing up. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, you probably shut him down, man.
I honestly think and I said to him on the call, I was like, it's almost going to sound like I'm like scaremongering.
Yeah.
Scaremongering, but it is the truth.
I think you got to be honest with what's required.
Yeah, and I think he actually reflected then, went away and thought, you know what, actually,
I
don't think I want to do that.
Yeah.
Which is good. At the end of the day, it's annoying I've not got a client, but I've probably helped him in some way to understand what he actually wants to do. Yeah.
So basically, don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
You need a lot of muscle as well.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. You need
and again,
a lot
like,
of muscle.
If you don't have that much muscle, but you really want to do it, and you have everything in place, great, go for it. But don't be expecting to be looking Mr. Olympia by the end of it. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, the guys that are winning and the guys that are even doing well in these relatively lower level shows are pretty wicked. And they have like a lot of muscle.
Yeah, and probably genetically better.
Yeah.
Like, that's just fact.
Yeah.
And I know people like say that the genetics don't matter, but at that level of bodybuilding, it does.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Final note, you're probably fatter than you think you are.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Lose some weight, chubby McChub face.
No, if you're going into a bodybuilding prep, like, you're going to be so much lighter than you think you need to be.
Yeah, you're not going to drop 10 kilos and be peeled.
No.
Or in my case, you actually are.
You started already lean.
I was lean, yeah.
You know, like, we were just talking, like, I'd be sitting mid to low 80s.
Which would be what, like 20 kilos?
Yeah, which is like
a lot of weight.
It's a lot of tin to lose.
It's a big shift. Yeah. It's not easy.
So yeah, if you do want some like personal advice, if you want to drop us a message and go, I think I'm interested in competing, like, let us know and we can sort of have a chat about, okay, is this definitely the right thing? Does it look like you're in the position that you need to be? We'll see if you can point you in the right direction.
Yeah.
All right, chaps. Hopefully you enjoyed.
Episode. I enjoyed that one.
Episode 72.
Yes.
See you in the next one.
See you in 73. Goodbye.
Ciao.